Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you can see my dog in the picture. Come here. Come on, get up here. Come on, get up here. Anyway, Hope and I just got done repowering the Cub Cadet 129 with the front end loader with a Predator 15.8 horsepower engine. So let's take a closer look. So I just have the battery charging on a trickle charger there. If you're a returning viewer, thank you, for one. And two, you know I've worked on a repower for this and failed miserably in the past. Well, I finally got it done and done right. So I'm going to cover a few things with the tractor. If you're a new viewer, kind of keep you up to date what's going on. This is actually an arc loader off of a Simplicity tractor from the late 70s. I've upgraded the front spindles from the 129 to a Cub, so I have 1-inch spindles there. I've also upgraded the tire size on the front and back. These are actually John Deere rims, so they're a little bit wider than the original Cub Cadet. The entire rear end was taken out of this 129 and I put in a rear end from a 149. This way I could run power steering because the 149 has ported hydraulic rear end, where the 129 did not. And then if we swing around back, I just got a weight box I made. It's just 3 bags of concrete in there. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, the reason you presumably tuned in. And that is the motor replacement. As you can see, I removed the choke and throttle cable, and I don't have a key in here anymore. I chose, for now, to just use the starter on the Predator engine. So the most difficult part about this project I found was the Predator's taller than the Kohler. So my subframe needed to be cut and lowered 1 1/8 inches, and so did the actual frame. And then parts of the frame had to be cut out. The height difference of where the drive shaft goes back was pretty easy to measure. It was the side to side where you put the engine left and right in there, if that makes sense. That was the most difficult measuring that took place. We had to get the drive axle kind of set in there where it was going to be, and then manipulate the engine around, and then mark on the metal down there that I put in. I ended up putting 1 1/8 inch plate in as the engine mount, and then bolting it to that, and that plate is then welded. You'll see where I hacked the frame right there. I put in some extra pieces of metal there and welded the crap out of them. Hopefully my frame doesn't fall apart. Maybe in the future we'll relocate the electric items for the starter up to the dash. But for now, to get out of here relatively cheaply, I'm just going to use the engine for everything. I mean, you set it on full throttle whenever you're running the loader, so this should be good enough. I got a remanufactured alternator, and then this regular regulator I picked up off eBay. So the reman alternator was like 35 bucks, and then the alternator was 30. The reason I thought I needed the alternator is we've got 2 LED lights here I want to run, and 2 LED lights there. And more importantly than that, I put in a radiator for my hydraulic fluid, and underneath there's a pancake fan right here. You see, I'll angle the video. There we are, now you can kind of see it. To cool the hydraulic fluid. One problem I was running into back when I had the 12 horsepower Kohler in there was my hydraulic fluid would keep on overheating, get real hot. This line right here was super hot to the touch. Jumped on some Facebook pages and guys who actually know hydraulics Looked at this setup right away and knew that this could only hold like a gallon of hydraulic fluid. So I had hydraulic fluid running through here getting super hot. They recommended the radiator, and that seems to work pretty well. You can kind of hear that fan kick on. And the hydraulic pump is right there. We'll kind of zoom in and get a better look of how all this is hooked up on the engine, I guess. Alternator pulley, and then the hydraulic pump pulley. So, took her out, cruised around a little bit. Seems to work pretty well. So now we just wait for the snow. Anyway, that's really all I got for you today. I was really proud of myself because if you are a returning viewer, I tried to repower this with a twin cylinder Briggs at one point and miserably failed because I didn't cut the frame and lower it. I tried to run U-joints, and that was a disaster. One of the U-joints popped off and ended up ripping up some hydraulic lines. And man, it was a pain. But I'm pretty excited about it today that I got this 15.8 horsepower Predator in there. Starts and runs pretty good. So now I'm just waiting for the snow because that's pretty much what I'll use this loader for the most, is just getting rid of the drift that the snowplow leaves at the end of the driveway. Oh yeah, and it was a heck of a fun project. Anyway, Hope and I hope you enjoyed the video. Doesn't make much sense. Should name her something else, I guess. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, bell for notifications, and I'll see you next video. That is all dog ass.